Man, shit, you know what I'm talking about? What's wise out there, my people? What's wise? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, this is wise thoughts, wise moves, wise clues for you guys to be wise too. You know what I'm talking about? This is Wise Talk Podcast. And I'm the wise guy who once was the fool. Yeah, we finna get on to some stories today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about some stuff today. We're gonna talk about Israel, you know. People wanna know what and who, what is Israel. Let me say it this way. Right now you got Israel as being Christians, Jews, right? You know, Israel, it goes back to Jerusalem. You know, Jerusalem was King Solomon conquered it, you know, years ago. And then he had his father, you know. So Jerusalem was actually Muslims who built the first temple. You know where I'm coming from? So it's almost like the reason why the fighting is going on today is because you have people over there today that's saying it's their land. But then back in the days, the true history of it, it's actually the Muslims' land. So now that's the fight right there. You got Muslims and Christians fighting over Israel. You know what I'm saying? They want control of Israel. That's the home from where it started at. It's what they trying to say. It ain't what they trying to say. It's actually that's what they saying. You know, if you go do your history about it, it'll go tell you that King Solomon was the first one who built the temple in Jerusalem. He's the first one with the crescent moon. He's the first one with the wisdom, the knowledge, the know-abouts. You know, so intelligent about how he knew and doing what he was doing that Queen Sheba even wanted to know. How wise was he? So she even traveled from Ethiopia to find out that too. You know, so Israel today is what they're trying to say is Christians, but really, actuality, it's really the Muslims' land. You know, so that's the reason why you're gonna have all this fighting. And you're gonna keep on having the fighting until the Christians actually give back the land back to who it belonged to. Let me say it that way. You have to give it back to who it belongs to if you want to stop the wars. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they can forgive you for every the things that y'all had done to conquer it, but as far as to stop the wars, you have to give the land back, you know. So that's what I wanted to talk about as far as Israel, you know. And then we're gonna talk about the Moors. Moors, when I say Moors. The Moors, North Africa. It was Muslims. The Moors is what y'all need to go study about the Moors. Moors. North Africa. Muslims. See, these guys were so powerful, so smart, so wealthy back in their days to where they actually had white Christian slaves, over millions of them. The same thing that they had, you know, black folks doing in the earlier days, in the later days, let me say that, it's what the Moors had the white folks doing in the earlier days. Had them as slaves, had them out there doing all kind of labor work and all kind of stuff out there. So now I kind of understand where the argument come from when some of these white Christian folks actually know their history too. They actually say, well, we were slaves too. Now I understand when they say that. They were slaves before, you know? So it's almost like this. What you see on top today was once on the bottom, you know? Let me say it again. What you see today, the people that's in power, the Christians that's in power, the whoever else you want to say, the Europeans that's in power today, they was once slaves. Yeah, I said it. They was once slaves. But they was once slaves in a situation like this. So where they was able to come over and learn. Pick up the knowledge, pick up the wisdom. You know where I'm coming from? So that's what they came up with the old saying when they say this. What's on the bottom shall come to the top. So that's why they say that. They was on the bottom. Now they on the top. You know where I'm coming from? Go study about the Moors. That'll tell you a little bit about who our people is. You know what I'm saying? They had, like I said, over 1 million slaves that was Christians. They was Muslims. Black Muslims, you know what I'm saying? So you need to go study that right there, you know what I'm saying? Get that information out like that. You know what I'm saying? So then it kind of goes back to why they say, like I say, the bottom come to the top, right? The top fell back to the bottom. Not back to the bottom, never was on the bottom. Now we at the bottom now today. But the top fell to the bottom, right? In order to keep people at the bottom and the top to stay on the top and control everything, I mean, I said that wrong. For the top to stay on the top, they have to be able to take over everything. You understand what I'm saying? So if you could take over everything while you're on the top, you never have to worry about falling back to the bottom because everything is owned by you now. So now you kind of understanding why these certain places is kind of getting took. Greenland finna get took because there's certain things about Greenland that scientists is figuring out too. Well, I ain't gonna say figuring it out, they already figured out. So that's why you hear them talking about Greenland today too. So to conquer everything, the minerals and all, you'll never have to worry about falling down to the bottom again. So that's the mission. It's to take over everything, to never have to worry about falling down to the bottom. Because they was once on the bottom before. So this is what they learned. They knew how they was on the bottom. They know how they became on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know what the people on the top knew. So it goes back to this right here. It kind of goes back to this right here. If to know the correct information, it's almost like, let me say it this way where y'all can understand it. To know 5 plus 5 equals 10, you can never be stopped in nothing that you're trying to do because that's the true answer. 5 plus 5 is 10. Yes, there's all kind of other ways to get to 10. You got 9 plus 1 equals 10. So yeah, it's different ways that you can get to 10, true fact. But I'm telling you this, the answer will always be 10. You understand what I'm saying? So to have the correct information, the correct answers, you're able to control and take over what you need to take over. You understand what I'm saying? So to have the people to believe 5 plus 5 is 9 or 11 is nothing that you can create. It's nothing that you can build. It's nothing that you can even make happen with that. Tell you the truth, you can't even graduate school saying 5 plus 5 is 9. You'll be stuck in the 3rd grade. You understand what I'm saying? And then they start calling you illiterate and dumb and all kind of other words that come with that because you don't know what 5 plus 5 is. So it's almost like this right here. This is how they're able to stay on top and always understanding what's going on. They know the truth about what's within us, right? So to know what's in us, then they know what they have to do to stay on top, you know? So what they do now is create certain ways or certain things, a book. Let me say this. Let me be directly instead of speaking in riddles. Let me be directly. So now to create this book, right, and put inside this book some riddles. And the riddles that they put in there is the riddles that they put that you have to know that 5 plus 5 equals 10 to break the riddle that's inside the Bible, you know? But if you think 5 plus 5 is 9, you'll never be able to break the riddles that's inside the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? So now you got a open book with open riddles that's giving you a direction and a way that you're supposed to be living your life, you know, that they wrote. You know, let me say this right now. So what they wrote in these riddles, it goes back, it's telling you that 5 plus 5 is 9. You know where I'm coming from? Because they tell you the Father, the Holy Ghost, this is what they're telling you to put before your mama, your own parents. Put something that they created before your own parents. Put something that they want to control you before your own parents. You know what I'm saying? So this is the way that they come out of now. So now you're coming out the womb, right? Thinking 5 plus 5 is 9. Your whole life. They have the answers. They know the answers. This is the reason why they're able to conquer and control. You understand what I'm saying? Because they know what's within. They know this. To not know what's within, it's like I keep saying, to go to school and go put 5 plus 5 equals 9, they're going to have a name for you. They're going to call you a flunky. You're going to be a person that's stuck in the 3rd grade. So when I call you a flunky or a person that's failing and a fool and all this, I'm not saying it to be disrespectful at all. I'm only saying it because you guys think 5 plus 5 is 9. So therefore, there's nothing that's going on that's getting accomplished that's right. No matter how you speak, no matter how you walk, no matter how you think, it's not going to never be right because you think 5 plus 5 is 9. You understand what I'm saying? They know that it's 10. So this is the reason why they're going to always stay on the top, and this is the reason why they're always going to control. And what I found out is this right here. This is the whole reason why money was printed up, you know? To print money is another way to have you to look without, not within. So to print money, see, back in the days, let me say this first, because I'm jumping the gun. See, back in the days, you know, when we was on top, not me, but you know, the people the Moors that was on top, Moors. Let me say the Moors. When they was on top, you have free running water. You have free electric, free lights. You know, you really didn't need gas because it wasn't cars them days. You know what I'm saying? So you really didn't need oil either. You know, so everything basically was there. You know, the earth is free to live on. You know, that's one thing that we's blessed with. It's the fruits of the earth. Let me say that, and that's free because Mother Nature grows it every day. You know where I'm coming from? All you gotta do is drop a seed, and something's gonna grow out of the ground. You know where I'm coming from? The water and all that, the sunlight and all that is what's gonna grow it. You know. So, and say that to say this. They control it now. So in the outcome of it, we'll never be able to come together because America is based on money now. This is the reason why they printed the money. To keep us not able, let me say that, scratch, cut, and delete. This is the reason why they printed money. To keep us separated. Right? And then they say this right here, if y'all ever heard this, they say this. If you can't join them, not that, I said it wrong. If you can't beat them, join them. So money was printed. If you can't beat them, join them, right? So now what you got now is our people joining them. You see what I'm saying? Our people is joining them now. So it's no fight in what's right no more. It ain't no fight that 5 plus 5 equals 10 no more. It's like I don't give a hell what 5 plus 5 equals no more. I don't give a fuck if it equals 12, long as I'm getting some money. It's how some people look at life. I ain't saying me. I'm saying some of our people that empowered to make certain things change if they want to. They don't care. It's about the money. That's the reason why it was printed. You know where I'm coming from? So then when I found out that it's only up to, I say, 40 to 40, I say 40 to 45 million black people in America, right? I don't know if I'm right about that, so I'm saying in between the 40 and the 45 million black people in all 50 states, right? I'm say that to say this. It's a lot of brothers around here. Some of them is billionaires. Some of them is millionaires, right? So this is the reason why money was printed. So I'm trying to share this with y'all where y'all can understand it. And this is the reason why I say our rich brothers and sisters that's in power and in position to make change, they trying to be like the Italians and Jews that's in power. So it's more money to take care of their family. You know where I'm coming from? So if they fall down and something happened to them today, all the money that they got can get passed down to someone else in their family. You know where I'm coming from? Damn everybody else. You know where I'm coming from? So this is America right here. Everybody is operating in these terms and in this way. You know? So this is why, like they say, serenity is peace. You know? Character speak out. Wisdom to know you can't change these fools with all this extra money to make a change, to change what's going on out here. You have to have wisdom to know that you can't change them, you know? So I know I can't change them, so I'm not trying to change them. I'm just trying to speak about something right now. You know where I'm coming from? So this message that I'm delivering today, it ain't about changing nobody. I changed myself. And I changed myself by knowing that I can't change y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Real spit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to say that to say this. This is the reason why money was printed. More separation. Because now there's no love for even yourself. It's love for the money. You know where I'm coming from? No love for nothing. Nobody care about nothing. Everybody care about money. Because those bills got to get paid. Family got to eat. And I understand that's understandable. You know where I'm coming from? And that's how it go. Only time you can worry about somebody or care about somebody is when you can fuck over them or use them in some type of way that you need to get done. This is America. So there ain't nowhere in hell that I need to be trying to change nobody. They need to be worrying about trying to change themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I got a clear vision on what's really going on out here today. You know where I'm coming from? And I'm going to tell y'all a story how to stay out of jail. Since everybody want to tell y'all stories about penitentiary. I'm going to tell y'all a story about how to stay out of jail, out of the penitentiaries. Follow the rules. Stop thinking you tough. You know where I'm coming from? Stop thinking you the hardest person that walk around on this earth. You know where I'm coming from? Be very respectful with who you is and what you is. You know where I'm coming from? Understand the rights and the wrongs. Never love the money. You understand what I'm saying? Never put yourself in a situation that you can never walk out of. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to say it one more time in a different way. Never put yourself in a situation that you can't walk out of in 30 seconds flat. You understand what I'm saying? So if you can't walk out of it, don't even put yourself in it. You understand what I'm saying? So not to love that money. It's the main one. You might have a person that won't, hey, no, I don't love the money. I love my freedom and I love who I am more than I love that money. You know where I'm coming from? And I don't think I'm tough, so I don't care what you say to me. I don't care what you say about me. You know where I'm coming from? As long as you don't put your hands on me. You know where I'm coming from? So you walk around here talking all that, yeah, okay. I feel you, my brother. Peace. You know where I'm coming from? Yeah, that's how you stay out of trouble and stay out of penitentiaries. I'm saying sharing this with y'all because I'm that person who stayed out of the penitentiary. I follow the rules. You know where I'm coming from? Rules and regulations, I follow them. Even my own rules I came up with, I follow them. You understand what I'm saying? So I never put myself in no type of situation that I couldn't walk out of. You know where I'm coming from? I don't care what it was, the gangs, the gang banging, or whatever it may be. If I can't walk away from it, then I ain't putting myself in it. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to say that to say this. Be yourself. I know all the gang bangers in Oklahoma City. I know all the gang members from all different sets, from the Crips and the Bloods, the Mexicans and all. You know where I'm coming from? I was that type of guy that could hang around all of them. I was colorblind to the red and blue. You know where I'm coming from? Yeah, I didn't care about none of that. Yeah, my older brothers them did though. Like I told y'all in a couple of other episodes that I told y'all about. Yeah, they did, but I didn't give a about none of that. I was being myself. And if you wanted to get off into some gangster shit with me about disrespecting me, then I was on, whatever. But I'm gonna get off of that. But yeah, just be yourself, man. It's the object of not going to the penitentiary right there. You know where I'm coming from? You have to learn how to be yourself. That's why they say if you can't beat them, you gotta join them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna share a story with you guys too. Why I look at certain things the way I look at it. I'm gonna share this story with y'all. You know what I'm saying? When you have people that's very close to you, right? Let me share this first of all. Let me say this. I was the type of guy, right? I didn't do too much talking growing up, I say starting at 15, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I wasn't talking about too much of nothing, you know what I'm saying? I was sitting back chilling, looking at things, I had a bunch of homeboys always, my homeboys that I had around me back at this time. Like I said, I was 18, 19, homeboys I had at this time. They wouldn't, for some reason, you had to get through them. You know where I'm coming from? You had to get through them to get to me. You know where I'm coming from? So if they felt you was full of shit and on some snake ass shit, it was no way that you was gonna be able to talk to me, no way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was no way you was gonna be able to get nowhere close to me and say anything to me anyway. But then it was some people that, I may go hang out somewhere at the store or somewhere. I ain't gonna say the store, I said that wrong. I may go hang out at the park one day or something like that. So I may get some new face may come up, you know what I'm saying? Something. I had my choices and decisions was all fucked up, you know where I'm coming from. But maybe they wasn't or maybe they was, I don't know. So let me say this. So I may go out, hang out at the park one day, you know what I'm saying? And this day I'm hanging out at the park, and I'm by myself at this time. I'm not with, the people who you have to talk to before you can get to me. This day I might went up there first before they even got there. Let me say it that way. So then, you might have a few dudes walk up to me, hey, man, what's up with you? Like, man, hey, hold a nice little conversation with me, you know what I'm saying? So we all talking and chopping it up. I pass them my number and shit like that, you know where I'm coming from? So as I give them my number, they may call me the day after, or, you know what I'm saying, let's say a week after. So I like, shit, come on by, stop by the house, man. Come holler at me, shit, play some pool or something. I have a pool table in the house, Like, stop by, play some pool or something, you know where I'm coming from? So they stopping by playing some pool on this day. Now some of the homies that you have to talk to first may pop up while they over there playing some pool with me. You know what I'm saying? Boy, you should see the way they look. Man, why you got this dude around you? Nigga, boom, boom, nigga, I ain't talking to you, boom, boom, boom. So it was always like that. I shared that story with y'all to say this. I never got a chance to say nothing to nobody, you know where I'm coming from? Because I wouldn't talk neither. I was quiet about everything. Everything, a lot of things I stayed quiet about. You know where I'm coming from? So in the outcome of this, people that was around me shared my stories with other people. You know where I'm coming from? Well, I ain't gonna say my stories because they shared their story of me to other people. Let me say it that way. Cut and delete the other shit out. They shared a story, their opinions of a story of me to other people. You understand what I'm saying? So the outcome of this right here, this is what happens. Now I'm sitting back chilling, getting into some relationships and stuff now in a relationship at this time, right? So now I'm in this relationship chilling with one of these homegirls I'm chilling with. She's a nice little, beautiful little queen, you know what I'm talking about? She's the type of beautiful queen that a lot of people would want to talk to if they saw her. You understand what I'm saying? Like I say, I didn't talk too much. I was quiet about everything. If you didn't do your homework, you wouldn't know too much nothing about me. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the way I liked it to, because I wanted people to love me for who I was and what I was. Just being a ordinary person. That was it. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason how I wasn't able to attract, let me say, fleas. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't look like nothing and didn't have show that I had nothing. You know where I'm coming from? So I didn't attract fleas around me, you know. So stories get out. Now, this girl that I'm dating, people that's very close to me, is telling these stories to this girl about me. She got mad one day. Now they hearing all these type of stories about me, you know, because she is, you know. That's one situation. Then I got people around me that's dating certain people. You know where I'm coming from? The people they dating, they telling their opinions or stories about me. You know where I'm coming from? So the girls and the guys that they dating, they go share their opinions and everything about stuff that they heard from them. And these people that's close to me. So if you would hear a story from people like that that's very close to me, you would think that their story was true, what they think of me. You know what I'm saying? Some say you don't need to be worried about how people look at you. You're a damn lie, because I'm going to say this why. Because blessings come from people. You know where I'm coming from? So this is how and why you have to worry about how people look at you. But when they ain't already destroyed you, then it's already over. You know what I'm saying? So if you destroyed, then it's over with. You know, like I was destroyed. So this is why I'm sharing this story. You know what I'm saying? So everybody shared their opinions, their stories of me to everybody. So now I'm walking around here, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, I got these guys protecting me, not letting people come around me. I ain't gonna even say protecting me because it wasn't really protecting me. You know what I'm saying? What it was when you know what's going on and you able to shortstop certain things, then you're gonna be around. Let me say it that way. You know where I'm coming from? So I got these guys telling stories about me. I got certain family members telling stories about me. And now I got a whole bunch of outside people who ain't never in their life got a chance to sit at the table with me, thinking they know who I am, thinking they know how I think, thinking they know how I operate, even thinking I know everything about me. Let me say it this way, you know what I'm saying? So now everybody believe in these guys and these family members, you know what I'm saying? Because I never in my life got a chance to share nothing with nobody. And I never looked like I had nothing, you know what I'm saying? So in that situation, you're going to believe people who look like money before you believe someone who don't look like shit. You know what I'm saying? So in the outcome of all that, put me in a situation now to where even when I go anywhere I go, not, I go anywhere I go, let me say it this way, I'm fighting against how other people look at me by what somebody else done told them. Not because they got the chance to sit at the table and understand who I am as a person. So this is the reason why I share with you guys about respect and loyalty. So I had a bunch of people around me that's just respecting me, you know where I'm coming from? So they'll hear all kind of beautiful words I heard, you know where I'm coming from, just to benefit off me. You understand what I'm saying? So I heard all kind of stuff, seeing all kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take the trash out for you today, man. And then 2 days later, they asked me for $30, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was all that type of stuff. I'm speaking in riddles right now. But anyway, yeah. So I had all that going on. And like I said, I was a person that didn't talk that much. I only talked to people that sat at the table with me. And those that sat at the table with me, my choices and decisions was all fucked up. And they was characters. Bunch of creatures, you know what I'm saying? Different type of creatures. So this is the reason why I speak about creatures, different type of creatures like flies, you know I'm coming from, ants, snakes, alligators, and gorillas, and all them type of different creatures and animals and stuff. I speak about that because I'm experienced about a lot of this stuff, you know? And what I'm sharing with y'all, I'm sharing it for a reason. I speak about positive energy for a reason. I speak about negative energy for a reason. Because the positive energy is what I stay stuck on. You know where I'm coming from? So all these people that done went lied, told stories about me, and shared everything that they done shared to the people that done blocked my blessings now that I'm in this situation I'm in and my blessings are being blocked, I still got love for them. I still ain't out here earning their names out right now today. I could put some names out there that'll tie y'all's head up. You know where I'm coming from? But I don't even earn their names out. I tell them I love them when I see them.